Will you keep still?
I'm thinking.
Well, think sitting down. Now, you set your plans already. I've got half a company of men standing by to make this machine of yours.
Dismiss them, then.
What? You have very little time left, Doctor.
No, I'm quite well aware of that, but I'm afraid this machine isn't going to work.
You mean you're too frightened to fly it yourself?
No, it isn't that. Not at all. I've made a mistake in my calculations.
A mistake?
Yes, I'm afraid we must face up to it, Odysseus. Man was never meant to fly.
Wasn't he, though? Well, that seems to me a great shame. If your machine won't work, Doctor, I propose to fly you without it.
What do you mean?
Simply this, that my catapult is ready, and it seems a great pity to waste it. Now, you have failed me, therefore you are expendable. I propose to fire you over the walls of Troy.
But I have another idea. And a much better one.
It had better be, well.
Have you ever thought of a horse?
Is that supposed to be funny?
It should be a huge horse, about 40 feet high.
What good would that be?
We build it hollow, and we fill it with soldiers and leave it on the sandy plain for the Trojans to capture it.
And it's just possible that the Trojans will come out and take the horse back into their city.
And the Greeks pretend to sail away.
Yes, that's quite an idea, Doctor.
No, of course not. It was just that Cassandra went on so about your being a witch.
You thought I might put a spell on you?
No, of course not. I'd like to see you try it. You're not a witch, are you?
Of course not. Do I look like one?
Well, no, but then I've never met one. Look here, I shouldn't be talking to you like this. What are you laughing at?
Well, you're not in the war, are you? You're far too young.
I'm 17, next birthday.
That's hardly any older than me. You shouldn't be killing people at your age.
Well, between you and me, I don't honestly enjoy killing at all. But I love adventure.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Well, what is this idea of yours?
Well, it's all perfectly simple.
Nonsense. Show them the plans, Doctor. It's quite revolutionary. What do you make of that?
Well, it's a horse. Isn't it?
Well done, Menelaus. But what sort of horse? That's the point.
Would be a big horse.
Exactly, a very big horse.
Is this some sort of...
A horse that's at least 40 feet high.
Oh, but horses don't grow as big as that. Do they? I mean, even the great horse of Asia that the Trojans worship.
Now you're beginning to get the point. Horses don't grow that high.
No.
The great horse of Asia does not exist. Therefore, we are going to build one for the Trojans as a sort of present. Go on.
We build it of wood and we build it hollow. Then we fill it with a picked team of soldiers. But then what do we do? You take to the ships and sail away. Make the Trojans think you've all gone.
Excellent. Now, that is a good idea.
You all come back again, of course.
Why is there always a catch in it?
None of this must happen before nightfall.
Now, Achilles will take his myrmidons and hide out upon the plain. I thought you said the best warriors would be in the horse. So they will be. I shall be there with my Ithacans. My Ithacans and the doctor, of course.
That wasn't part of the plan.
It is now. I've just thought of it. I'm standing no more nonsense from you, Doctor.
That will not be necessary. I shall only get in the way.
You'd better not do that. Now, the rest is up to the Trojans. They see that we have gone. They see their great horse upon the plain, which has descended from heaven to drive us away.
And then they drag the horse into the city.
Are you sure? Suppose they set fire to it.
Oh, well, that is a calculated risk, but somehow I don't believe they'll want to destroy one of their own gods.
Yes, but once they have the horse inside, won't they close the gate?
Of course they will. But during the night, we shall leave the horse, open up the gates to let you all in again. What more do you want?
A drink.
There, I finished. That was lovely.
Then, I'd better go. I've stayed here far too long as it is already.
Oh, but, aren't you going to take some food to Diomede?
Why?
Well, perhaps he's hungry, too.
But he's a Greek. He deserves to be hungry.
Well, perhaps so, but you can't let him starve.
He won't starve. The guards will throw him a scrap or two later on.
Oh, that's a very nice attitude, I must say.
Look here, is this Diomede a particular friend of yours?
A very good friend, yes.
Well, I don't see how you can be friends with a Greek.
Oh, look, Troilus. When you come from the future, you make friends with a lot of people, and he's one of them.
I see. But he's not in any way special.
No, why do you keep on?
Well, because that's what that's what the others were worried about.
Oh. Yes. Well, all right. You can tell them to stop worrying and let us out.
Yes, I will. But I don't suppose anyone will take any notice.
Well, do your best anyway.
Naturally. I'll let you know what happens. Perhaps I can come back later on, if there's any news, that is.
Well, you know where to find me, don't you? I mean, I don't expect I should be going out or anything.
I suppose not. Well, goodbye for the present, then, Cressida.
Goodbye, Troilus.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I don't see why. At least I've done something towards getting us out of here, which is more than you have.
What chance have I had?
Anyway, I thought you was rather nice.
Oh, you've made that painfully obvious. I think you might at least have had the decency to have saved me some food. Oh. Thanks.
The guards are sending you some scraps later. Troilus said so.
Troilus.
You know, Stephen, I think I could get to be quite happy here in time.
I hate to remind you, but time is the one thing we just haven't got.
But you said you sent a message to the doctor.
Yeah, well, I think I have. It's hard to tell with the Cyclops. In any case, your new boyfriend came in before I finished telling him everything.
Let's hope he did understand.
Yeah, and let's hope he got out of Troy safely. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
Halt! Halt or I shoot! Identify yourself. Speak. Who are you? Oh, confound you. Why did you have to do that? The poor little fellow probably never meant any harm. Well, now we shall never know who he was. Well, Doctor, that's our war horse and a half for you. That's something like a secret weapon. Better than half a dozen of your crack-brain flying machines.
I only wish I shared your confidence.
Oh, what's the matter with you? Have you no faith in your own invention?
No, Odysseus, it isn't that, but I just didn't like the look of those fetlocks. No safety margin at all.
Well, they haven't got to last forever. After all, we're not building one of the wonders of the world, are we? As long as that horse gets us into Troy, it can collapse into a mare's nest for all I care.
Suppose it collapses whilst we're all in it,
Then we shall all look very foolish indeed.
Yes, and I've no wish to be made a laughing stock.
Not another word, Doctor. To coin a phrase, you are coming for a ride.
I told you strong-arm tactics wouldn't work.
Odysseus, come here, quickly.
What is it now, Doctor? On my soul, you're making me as nervous as a bacchante at her first orgy. Why don't you try and get some sleep?